Good evening, everyone. Just Damien. You may or may not realise I went to see Kylie Minogue at the 18th of September, and I booked in some support and passenger assistance through the railway, and basically no support happened, and I just got a refund. The refund was very nice, and I didn't feel right keeping the refund, and basically I wanted to put that towards disability causes, so I invested that into the Gateway Club, and it was only about £7 or something, but I'd invested that into Gateway Club. And I had word with the management and said the situation and said, how do you want the money? And they said, to be honest, it'll just be better for us. We'll make more from the money. We'll make more from the money selling raffle prizes. So they just told me to go out and buy a load of raffle prizes with the money. So I did that. And for me, it's not really about the money. As I was saying, I didn't get any response from him as to why it happened. I just got an apology, and they didn't say they'd investigate it or look into it. And that's a bit upsetting and a bit annoying. It's not just about missing a train. It's not about the assistance. It is about the assistance, but it isn't. The assistance is there to help people with their independence and with the confidence in themselves to get out, and about basically when I went, I had my cousin when I went to see Kylie. With me, my Asperger's syndrome affects my social interaction communication skills, and it also takes me a while for things to sink in and to understand things as well. I don't like confined, busy public spaces as well, and that's another issue what I don't like about travelling, especially when it's busy, or being out about town when it's busy. And that's what upsets me, in that because it gets busy, it just gets too much for me. And I also don't like it as well getting on and off trains. Sometimes if it's busy, I find the environment confusing and a bit upsetting to be around and to be in. Especially transferring from one train to another, you lose your bearings a bit, and you get a bit confused and a bit upset. As I was saying, so I had my cousin with me, and I managed to get on the train for that journey, but it could have knocked someone else's confidence in society, and it could have had negative impact on someone else. If they hadn't got the right support on the train, they could have missed the flight on holiday, and they could have missed an event because of it, because there was some stupid or silly admin mistake that led to them not getting any support. And that's what I'm trying to fight towards, so people have a better understanding of the negative impact that their actions could have on a person when the services or the support they offered hasn't been put in place because of a silly admin error. Basically, that's what I'm trying to fight, and I'm looking at working with organisations possibly and getting a video camera and some other equipment where I go around speaking to companies to get a bit more factual information on the channel. At the moment, all my videos are my opinions only, and they're not factual. However, I have had experiences within certain areas because of my Asperger's syndrome and the volunteering and the charities that I've worked with before in the past. So don't take my word basically as vocal. I want you to watch this channel to hopefully make your own decisions. I don't want to force or put my decision or to make a decision for anyone else. I want people to watch this channel to make a decision for themselves, and one that they're comfortable with. I don't want to force my beliefs on anyone. Just a little disclaimer there. So I'm going to Bridlington on Thursday. I'm getting some support started up again. Basically, it's going to be temporary up until after Christmas, and then I can start working on my new support plan. Basically, I've got a support worker sorted. It's someone that's worked with me before as temporary support, but circumstances have changed, which meant he's now my permanent support worker. Basically, he is my permanent support worker, and by what I mean is about temporary support, because I'm applying for a new social care assessment. The new social care assessment still needs agreeing and finalising for me to be able to basically be able to work on the new guidelines and the new structure. However, because I've still got an old social care assessment in place, I can still use my social care support how I used to use it before until I've got the new structure and the new system finalised and arranged. So I'm looking forward to it. I've not had any support for about about 6 or 7 months now. I'm looking forward to it, getting out the house more and getting some of my confidence back and some of my social anxiety issues out the way, because I've not been basically doing much during the days and I've not been out the house much. When I am out, my social anxiety is slightly worse than what it was before. So I'm going a bit off topic there, sorry, but as I was saying, I'm going to Bridlington 27th of February, next Thursday, 6:56 train. I'm booked on to. Basically, we have to go from Darlington to Doncaster and then change train at Doncaster to Bridlington. So I decided to book this. I decided to book the social care support. No, I decided to book the personal assistance or the passenger assistance support with LNER when I booked the ticket for my support worker. Basically, I had a couple of issues again. I got an email back. I'm just checking. I got an email back. this afternoon at 13:11 saying, "Thank you for contacting London North East Railway Assisted Travel. Assisted travel booked. We are confirming that everything is sorted and booked for you. You should receive an automated email confirming all your journey details. This email will have your passenger assistance reference, that starts with PA. This is the reference number you need to take with you when you travel. Please ensure everything is okay with your booking before you make your journey. If you need to make any changes before you travel, please ensure please make everything Please ensure everything is okay with your booking before you make your journey. If you need to make any changes before you travel, please don't hesitate to contact us either via phone or email. Please quote LNER and the reference number so we can find your booking when contacting us via phone or email. Call our assisted travel team on 03 457 225 225. Lines are open Monday to Saturday 8 AM to 8 PM, Sunday 10 AM to 10 PM, or use the text railway service on 18001 03 457 2225. Yours sincerely, Russell Brooks, Assisted Travel Customer Service Representative, London North Eastern Railway. Tell 03 457 225 225. Text reply service 18001 03 457 2225. Opening hours Monday to Saturday 8 AM to 8 PM, Sunday 10 AM to 8 PM. Basically, a couple of things I was a bit annoyed and a bit upset about. The assisted travel made an admin mistake yet again, by which I mean they hadn't sent me the email out with all the assisted travel information on it. Basically, I had to phone up the assisted travel line and that put my email address down wrong. They missed the I out to Littlefair. So that's another letdown. Once again with the passenger assisted travel. However, I did get the passenger assist details up. I'm going to read some of them out to you now in a minute, and basically how I think things might happen. Some of what they've said in this letter they've sent me isn't very clear. So I did have to ring up the assisted travel line again, and I do think that for people with disabilities, learning disabilities and mental impairments, that I do believe that the way this assisted support plan is laid out, it needs to be more easy to read and more understanding to the public, so that they can have a better understanding of what's going on. It's only because I rang the assisted travel line to ask them to clarify a couple of things, and basically if I was deaf, I wouldn't be able to ring, possibly, and speak to someone on the other end. And it does say when you email them, you're going to get a reply within 10 days. I know it's within the Christmas period, and I know that I'm going away next Saturday. So over the Christmas period, no, that I'm going away next Thursday. So over the Christmas period, we've got, say, 3 bank holidays, 24, 25, 26. So basically, from emailing today, I'd have today, 22nd, and the 23rd, basically, for them to get back to me. And I go away on the 27th, and with it being the Christmas period, I do expect that some of these replies going to take into the new year, because you have to have, because of the way the holiday system is worked out with the bank holidays and everything else, basically. So you take that into the new year. Someone that's deaf, or someone that can't use the phone, someone that's deaf or can't use the phone, basically might end up missing the train on the 27th. Basically, I'm going to explain to you now few bits of what it says and what's happening, and what I think what's been explained to me over the phone. I found him right. I'm just uploading the email now. So please bring this. I'm not going to read this all out, as it's got some of my personal information on, but I will read part of it out. Parts of it out, should I say? Please bring this booking confirmation email with you, and do not forget your tickets and reservation details if you have booked. If you have bought your tickets in advance, please take some time to check this confirmation email carefully. A summary of the assistance we have booked is as follows. Journey 1 summary from Darlington DAR, depart 27/12/2018, time 06:56, to Doncaster Don, DON, arrive 27/12/2018, time 07:51, and leg 1 summary. Train operator cross country, duration 55 minutes. Meeting point, customer info point, 22 minutes prior DAR. Right, a little thing I'm not too happy about this. The meeting point in Darlington Station is after the security gates. You've got the ticket barriers, and then you've got the information desk. And the problem there for me, basically, the problem is that I don't do well with going through security, and I don't do well in crowds, so that's the problem there. The the meeting point for me should really be at the place where you buy your tickets, or before the back ticket barrier, because there will be some more individuals as well that have problems through security and getting through the security barrier. So I do think there needs to be some type of assistance or earlier meeting point before the ticket barriers, so that you can get through the ticket barriers with support in place if you need that. So let's crack on a bit, shall we? And assistance entering station, arriving by other. Assistance at station, boarding, seat 15A, 16A. Assistance in transferring between trains. Assistance at station for alating seat 15A and 16A. Right. I do think that what they've done at this part is brilliant. This part's brilliant. What I'm on about is I book the ticket for my support worker, and I say that I don't have a I don't have to book a ticket myself because my dad works on the railway and I get a free train pass. And I'm only booking from a support worker because I don't need a train ticket, basically. I didn't request to have a ticket, to have a seat put together, or request a seat for myself. Basically, the problem with me booking a seat for myself, I have to go into the station with my train pass and show them my train pass so that they can reserve the seat. Basically, so you're not guaranteed to sit next to my support worker anyway, because the way I've reserved my seat is totally different from the way I booked and I paid for my support worker seat. However, the Assistance Travel has reserved us 2 seats together after I explained the situation that was there with my support worker and what had happened. And I feel like that is brilliant. That I do feel like that is brilliant. That I did ring them up, as I say, to discuss a couple of things that I was unsure about, and I just said, how come it's got 2 seats reserved here when I only bought 1 ticket? Basically, my dad works for the railway and I get a free train pass. And I did mention that in the email. Was it because I mentioned that in the email why they've reserved us 2 seats together? It didn't really answer that question, to be honest. However, he did say that if you've got support, we'll just keep that other. If you've got support and someone coming to use that seat, we'll just keep that seat reserved for you. I do think that is amazing and that is brilliant. That part. Let's carry on. Journey 2 summary. Doncaster arrive, no, depart 27:12. 2018 time 8:01 to Bridlington BDT. Arrive 27:12:18 time 9:49 sorry. Type train, operator Northern, duration 1 hour 48 minutes. Seat reservation shown only if made as part of passenger assistance booking. Assistance at station for boarding. Assistance in transferring between trains, no reservations, staff to call ahead, Don. Assistance at station for alighting, assistance departing station by other, no reservation, staff to call ahead, BDT. Right, this is where I got confused, and I'm going to explain that here. I'd asked for support to help me on and off the train, and for changeover period, as I said, and as I said, and looking at that, I presume that it means assistance at station for boarding assistance and transferring between trains, no reservation, and assistance at station for alighting, no reservation. Right. When I first read that, I got the feeling and I got the impression that it was basically no support needed, and I wasn't getting any support in them situations, and I rang up, clarified and said I'd book support for them situations, and what he means by that, I believe, there'll be some support by what he's explained to me on the phone, and how I think it needs to be more made clearer by being more easy to read and more being informative and more being easy to understand. By what he said to me, basically, they're going to get me onto the train, and I think someone's going to come at Doncaster and get me off the train, and I think there's going to be some support in Doncaster, to get me onto the train, to get me onto the train, to Bridlington, basically, and I think what's going to happen is, once I get into Doncaster, I think either Doncaster are going to phone Bridlington to confirm the support, or when I'm on the train, I think when I'm on the train, they might phone Doncaster to sort the support getting onto the train at Bridlington, and then when I'm on the train going to Bridlington, that train might phone to say that I need support getting off, or when Darlington are going to phone Doncaster to say that I'm on the train, and Doncaster are going to sort their support for me getting off the train, and then they're going to put the support getting me off the train, and Doncaster are then going to ring basically Bridlington to help me get off the train. Basically so many scenarios. Or is Doncaster gonna, or are they gonna phone on the train when I get into Doncaster? Are they gonna phone on the train when I get on the train Darlington? Are they gonna phone Doncaster to sort the part out and then their phone Bridlington? I don't know, it's just different circumstances. However, because of this, they're gonna get me onto a seat. Going into Bridlington, so I'm going to have reserve seats with my support worker. Going into Bridlington, normally Northern Rail don't do the reserved seats, it's mainly the bigger trains. So that's how I think things might work. If they do work or not, that's going to be another story. As I say, I've had issues booking it in the past, and I've had a couple of issues this time. So as I say, this is going to be PA Assistance 2 Part 1 Episode 1, or it's going to be PA Assistance Part 2 Episode 1. If any of this video has helped anyone, or it's helping anyone with the process of assisted travel and that, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you and good night.